You've tuned in to the Crispy Noodle Podcast.
You realize what you've done?
With Rich Liebig.
The real gangster plays his cards, right?
And Michael Costanzo.
What was that you just read?
Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news.
Good times, noodle salad.
The point is, you now have the ability to be happy.
And now, here's Rich and Mike on the Crispy Noodle Podcast.
Yeah! How you guys doing?
What's up, everybody?
It is time for this week's episode of the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news. We have a little bit of a special episode. We're bringing back a tradition. We're going to jump into it in just a minute. But, of course, we are the podcast that gives you sports, entertainment, and odd news every week. And just give you what we think is the most interesting tidbits in the world, in those worlds of sports, entertainment, and odd news. Thank you guys for joining us on this week's episode. It is the one before 4th of July. And that is a monumental date here on the Crispy Noodle Podcast. This lives in Crispy Noodle lore, doesn't it, Mikey?
It absolutely does. It is a very special, important podcast episode for us because it birthed one of, I think, our biggest sound clips and memes here. One of our biggest inside jokes.
That's right. So I'll just do the quick bit here. This is...
No sausages. No sausages. No sausages. Sausages!
The infamous no sausages rant that was made by the legend that is sitting to the left of me. Folks, we've got Mike's dad, Frank Costanzo, in the building. Yes, Frank, you've made your return to the Crispy Noodle Podcast.
It's good to be back. It's good to be back. It's good to be on the 4th of July show.
Yes.
And,
This is a long-standing tradition.
we put it on hold the last 2 years or so.
Yeah.
We weren't sure,
Getting back to the new format and getting back into the swing of things.
Right. But this year we're like, we got to have Frank back. It's been far too long. We need to know what is happening in the world of Frank Costanzo. So before we jump into it, should we play the whole thing?
Yeah, let's play the whole thing.
So that was the sound clip that we got from it, but I do have the entire thing that happened. And if I remember correctly, this happened...
deep Crispy Noodle lore.
Right. This happened when we were recording during the day.
Yes.
We used to record during the day.
Yes. This was so long ago. This was before we had jobs.
Yes.
We recorded during the day. This is when my dad was actually still working. So he's coming home from work, a long day. Here's us two idiots in his kitchen recording a podcast. It's the week before, not Thanksgiving, 4th of July.
Yes.
And he had some very important things to say, and it gave us one of our most time-tested clips.
Right. So here it is in all of its glory, the unedited. This is your claim to fame, Frank. The no sausages rant before 4th of July. Let's play the legendary clip.
Hey!
We always wanted to get him on the show.
Yeah.
Come here. Just say something. All right, Mike apparently has given up on this podcast. How are you doing, Mr. Costanzo?
Tomorrow is the 4th of July, and I've been waiting all week to have a hot dog and a hamburger. And let me tell you, we're going to do it the American way. I'm going to get the hot dog right off the grill, the hamburger hot, right off the grill, instead of waiting, for the whole meal. That's the way I want to do it. It's an American holiday. We're going to have American hamburgers. No sausages. No sausages. No sausages.
Is this because I make fun of Mike on the sausages?
No, it's American. No sausage.
So sausages aren't American?
And hot dogs and hamburgers are better than sausages. Sausages!
All right, there you go. Official.
Oh, there you go. That was one of the only times I've ever been speechless on the air for the Crispy Noodle Podcast. It's all thanks to the legend right here, Frank Costanzo. What the hell was going through your head that day? That's got to be like 11 years ago at this point. 12 years ago.
It was something that I was thinking about, and I just had to blurt it out. And, I was looking forward to having a hot dog and a hamburger.
Yeah,
That's right.
You know,
You were aching for that. You were ready to
no
just go.
sausages, hot dog, and hamburger.
So yeah. So here's the $1 million question: are you like this now, or is this the same feeling? Are you ready for hot dogs and hamburgers this year?
Yes, I'm ready for.
you said that so uncertainly.
Well, you know what? my taste has changed a little bit, and I do like sausages. I mean,
What a reversal! Oh my
I know,
God!
well-
I didn't know we were getting a world exclusive clip here.
Yeah, the lore has been changed now. Now he loves sausages.
Yeah. No, well, we make our own homemade sausages, and
It's true,
they
we
get
do.
better and better all the time.
They do.
So, yeah, I like them all. I like everything.
You don't discriminate when it comes to the different types of various meats you can have on the grill, right?
Oh,
You just like it all.
yeah, I like it all, and I can't eat as much as I used to, but I
Yeah.
like it all.
Right.
It's
That-
all
look,
good.
That's what matters. You get
Yeah.
to choose your meat of choice, and you get to enjoy the food that you want as an American on
and-
4th of July.
You know what? Nothing. A hot dog is not shabby. Let me tell you. You can fix up a hot dog. You can put pickles on it. You know.
It's true.
You can do so much.
So, Dad,
Give us your favorite ways.
Oh, well, you know
Well, this is gonna break all the rules of the world, and everybody's gonna be mad at me. But lately, I like a hot dog with mustard and a little bit of ketchup.
that. Why is that breaking? That's a normal hot dog. I thought you were going to say the Chicago dog.
Yeah, why would that break the rules?
No. I think people get upset when you
Ketchup.
do the ketchup.
People,
thing.
people are very adamant that ketchup does not go on a hot dog.
no.
I love ketchup.
I love ketchup on a hot dog.
Yeah,
I'm with
me
you.
too. No, combination. It has to be a combination. I like a little bit of sweet with a little bit of the mustardy.
So, where do you stand on the Chicago dog? This is something we haven't talked about on the podcast with
Well,
you
we've been to Chicago.
a handful of times.
Yeah, and Chicago dog has got too much on it. A little bit too much.
Ooh,
I
he
thought you
does
liked
not
him,
like
though.
it.
Well, it's just too much because it has the tomato and the pickle and all that, and I like a simpler meal.
Just classic.
Yeah.
You want like the classic textbook image of a
Yeah.
hot dog.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so there you go. The official hot dog report there from Frank Costanzo. I know another big thing for you is gardening. How's the gardening look? Give us your gardening report.
Gardening is doing okay this year.
Ooh,
Every year I learn a little bit different, and I think this year I learned that it's the variety. Some varieties of tomatoes do better, and I went back to the variety I used to grow, which is Early Girl, and they're doing quite well.
They do better in shade, right? We have a lot of shade.
Yeah, they do better. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Official gardening report there from Frank. Yeah, I gotta tell you, it's so good to have you back on the podcast. Like I just miss just having your witticism and your thoughts on meat. I need to know, especially going into 4th of July.
You are too kind, but that's okay. I'll take it.
Your decisions on the 4th of July influence my decisions. So I always need to have this report. So it's great to have you back to give us your full report on the 4th of July. Is there anything else you're looking forward to this weekend with the holiday coming up? Do you like any other parts of the holiday? Do you like the fireworks? Do you like?
No. I don't really like fireworks.
Okay. I'm the same actually. I don't
just,
know. The
you
fireworks
know,
kind of scare me a little bit. I want them to be far away.
I just like getting together with family, lots of people, different kinds of food, laughing and talking.
Just like we do on the podcast.
Yeah, same thing.
That's right.
There we go. Fantastic. All right. Well,
Beautiful.
I know this isn't your jam, so I really appreciate you, Frank, coming here on the podcast and supporting us. It's like okay, yeah. Well, wrap it up here.
I'm usually asleep at this time of night, so
Isn't this a little more interesting though than sleeping?
Wrap this up, buddy.
you're stimulating my brain. I'm awake.
Oh no,
That's good. That's a good thing.
Well, I thought it would be a good thing because there is one more thing that you're famous for here on the Crispy Noodle podcast, and that was the one time I don't know what was the genesis of it. We decided to force you to play a game of Pyramid. and it became a great YouTube clip.
Yeah.
It was go check out. Make sure you go check out the original YouTube clip on YouTube when you can. So we thought it would be fun since I just came off of the game show marathon, and I actually have legitimate pyramid software from the guys at the game show marathon, from Corey and Atato, from Christian Carrion and Bob Haig. I thought it would be fun. Why don't we resurrect this? Why don't we play a game of pyramid?
Okay.
And who better to play than your son, Mikey?
Okay.
That's
so,
me.
What we're going to do here is I've set this up, hopefully correctly. There we go on the video feed. So if you're on the video feed, you will be able to see the pyramid in real time. If you're doing an audio podcast, I guess you're playing along with Mikey. I guess that's how this is going to work in terms of that.
I like people on my team.
So everybody that's driving their car, you're don't crash your car, but you're playing along with Mikey here. And Frank, you're going to be given the clues.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I give the clues and Michael answers them, right?
That is correct.
That's right.
And you're going to try and face the pyramid. 60 seconds to try and get 6 categories. And you're going to try and describe the categories as best as you can so that Mikey guesses them right. You cannot say the title in the category. So,
but I can use more than one word, right?
Absolutely. Oh yeah,
Okay.
you can.
And you can mime as well.
Oh yeah.
No, you're not supposed to in the winner's circle.
Oh, where
but
are we in the winner's circle?
Technically, yes.
Oh, whoops.
But yeah, I'll let it slide. Frank's a good guy.
Okay. All right.
As long as you're not blatantly.
I'm gonna need all the help I can get.
Okay.
So.
Very good. All right. So without further ado, are you ready to resurrect this? This seems like a blast from the past. We're going into the time machine.
I'm ready.
You're ready to
I'm ready.
Try and think, try and reveal what your father's thinking?
I as ready as I can be.
All
Because
right.
you never quite know.
I know.
All right. Are you ready, Frank?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. We are reliving the segment. We are jumping into pyramid. All right, Frank. I just got to move over here to the other screen. And I'm going to show you the first clue. And we're going to get going. Starting. Ready, Frank?
Go ahead.
Now.
Hair, hat.
Head, things that go on your head. Okay, nice.
Do I hear 5? Do I hear 10? Do I?
What are they called? An auction. Things an auctioneer says.
Yep. Oh gosh.
Pass.
Pass. Plans. Documents.
Things you print. Things you write down.
Check.
Things you give to people.
Yeah. People look them over.
Things
check.
you review.
Yes. I lift them up. I put them down.
Things that are heavy.
Yes.
Come on, we can do it. Come on.
A math problem.
Things that are hard.
Oh, you're so close.
What was it?
All right.
Well,
all right. I'll try and help you out. Try and get you the last. A crossword puzzle.
Things that you solve.
Yes. Oh, but you that was good, Frank.
That
You
was
made it.
good.
well, we also missed that
All
other
right.
one.
There
there
was one he skipped. So the one he skipped, Nero, Caesar.
Roman emperors?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's tough.
Yeah. So,
I would not have been able to give that either. That clue.
Frank, you were climbing up the ladder there.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
We did a pretty good job. We got what? 4 out of 6?
4 out of the 6.
Nice.
And I think if you had another 10 seconds, I think you would have got the top one.
Yeah, probably.
You were dancing in that area.
We were very close. We just didn't have time.
Right.
We're
all right.
geniuses, Dad.
Yeah, do
I
you?
know.
I have another one ready. Should we? Do you want to do one more?
Another 60 seconds? You think you can do it?
Yeah, we'll do
I don't know.
another
I think
one.
you got your mojo going here.
Okay.
So let me just reset.
Are we
the
about to
board here.
fly too close to the sun now, Dad?
I hope not.
Are we Icarus?
Yes, we're getting close. We're getting good.
I think you misinterpret that myth. In your version, Icarus just soars to the sun, no problem, right?
So it's right passing right into it, and
That's right. He doesn't stop.
Everything is A-okay.
Everything is A-okay. All right. Let's see how much. Let's see how much we're like Icarus then.
Okay.
All right. So, Frank, there you go. I think you've got your bearings down on this now. I think you're ready to go.
You got it.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
So, I've loaded up another game of Pyramid. There we go on the screen for our video audience there. All right. Frank, are you ready to do this one more time?
Yes.
I believe in you. I got a good feeling about this. I think you're getting the mojo going.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think Mike is connecting with you
Some
telepathically.
telepathy going on here.
All right, so let's see if we can do this. Can Frank conquer the pyramid on shot number 2? You ready, Frank?
Yep. Go ahead.
All right, here we go. There is your first category, and the time starts now.
Black pepper, red pepper.
Things that are spicy. Things that are hot. Okay. Uh-oh.
Pass.
Oh, that's not boding well.
A change. Credit cards.
Things you swipe, things you charge.
A female. Female carries it.
Things you put in a purse. Okay.
You climb on a
Tree? A rock? A stage? Stairs?
No. You
A ladder?
things you give advice on. You tell someone younger than you.
Marriage?
You see
financial issues?
No, you see a movie and you. That was
You see a
hard.
movie and you critique it?
You recommend it.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's going trying to go with
I
like a movie review.
I should have said
Oh.
it good or good or bad or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And then the one at the
man.
bottom that you passed on, girls like to play with me, and you pull my string, and I say stuff, and
Barbie? Toys?
doll. Yeah, what
Doll,
a doll would
okay.
say.
Yeah.
So, all right, there you go.
Not too bad.
You're so close, Frank. I can feel it. I can feel
I'm getting
We were
worse.
we were
What are you talking about?
no.
I know next time we're only going to get 2 right.
No, because you made it to the second rung.
I did, yeah. Well, I got 2 wrong.
Well, no,
And-
you passed. You didn't get any wrong. I just want to clarify. You
Yeah.
can't get if you actually say the category word. That's a wrong answer. So you technically just passed.
Right.
See? Yeah, look, it's perspective. You're playing
The
smart.
glass
Pass.
is half full or half empty.
Right.
It's half full.
I think I have one more game. Let me just.
Oh my gosh, we're going to keep
should
it going.
Right? Should we do it? Should we do one
How you
more?
feeling, Dad? Can we redeem ourselves?
One more. I would like to get to the top there.
Yeah,
We got to get to the top.
I believe in you. I think you can do this. I have a feeling.
I hope so.
Okay.
Hooked on a feeling. I'm hooked on it.
Hooked on a feeling, is it more than a feeling?
So why not? Let's do one more time then. All right. This is absolutely my last puzzle. So we do have to end it.
He's
here.
got no more.
Okay.
I have no more. This is absolutely last
I
shot.
hope it's an easy one.
I hope so too. All right. So you know the rules now, Frank.
Yep.
You're in the driver's seat. I think you're ready to go.
Okay.
Mike, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. The last shot at redemption for Frank Costanzo. Here we go. There is your first topic. You ready? You ready, Frank?
Okay. Ready.
Here we go. Your time starts now.
Rubber bottle. And I grant you 3 wishes.
Oh, a genie.
Old time singer. King. Love
Elvis.
me tender. Love me. Okay. You wash them in the morning.
Dishes?
You read with them.
Eyes? Did you say wash them?
Yeah. At a campfire.
Oh, no. You said fire.
All right. I messed up.
Keep going.
Okay. Things you make beer.
Ferment? Bottle? Hops?
No, the other
Drunk?
The other word, the process of making it. You
Ferment it?
no,
Bottle it?
no, you
Brew it.
Yeah, brew. Yeah.
Beer is fermented.
no, wine is for.
They're all fermented.
Yeah,
I guess
it's
I
all
guess you
from-
do. Is that the correct? Is it brew? Do you brew a beer?
Yeah, you brew beer. Yeah. But Frank, you were going so good. You actually had all of them on the first row. You were
Yeah.
knocking them out.
Yeah.
And then you stumbled on fire. You said the thing was campfire, and you said you lit me on fire or something.
Yeah. I messed up.
Yeah.
That's all right.
All right.
Still, I think a
Well,
decent show. And
yes.
we got the majority of them.
Yes.
Correct.
I'm just glad I didn't get them all wrong. That's all.
All right. Well, you know what, Frank? You're a good sport. I'm so glad you were able to come here on the podcast. Your legend lives on here at the Crispy Noodle Podcast. I hope you realize that. No matter what you do, we will always have your famous sausages clip.
No sausages. No sausages. No sausages. Sausages!
There you go. No matter what happens, you will live on.
Thanks for having me on. And, it's good to talk about the 4th of July and play these games and relive the past. Thank you.
Yes,
All right.
it's been our pleasure that we were able to play Pyramid once again with you and review 4th of July. Thank you. Let's give it up to Frank Costanzo.
Woo, yeah.
Woo! There you go. Or you want to stay? We talk about sports. I don't know. What do you want to do? Do you want to stay?
Nah.
No, you don't want to stay. All right.
I could stay and listen, but I don't think you would like that.
No, you can. I don't care.
I'm a good listener.
This is your kitchen. I'll let you do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, really, you have dibs over here.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's right. I'm going to go in there and keep wifey company.
There you go.
That's sweet.
There you go.
Yep,
That's sweet.
There you go. You
She's
want-
gotten lonely in there.
Yeah.
There's a couch cushion with your name on it.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, Frank. Thank you for being on the Crispy Noodle Podcast once again.
Thank you.
Reliving the tradition with the episode before the 4th of July. So thank you, Frank.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
There you go, folks. You can take your headphones off.
You can-
I don't want you to lose the. I don't want you to get yoinked by the headphones.
I didn't know I was. Am I still on camera?
Well, yeah.
Yes, but you gotta walk off if you want to not be on camera.
That's your cue.
That's
we didn't
how
go
it
over.
works.
We didn't go over the cue.
There you go.
Bye.
There you go. The legend himself, Frank Costanzo, gracing us with his presence.
Still on camera.
Am I still on camera? That was awesome.
Oh,
I
you gotta
love that
love it.
man. Your dad's awesome.
He's something else. Yeah. I don't know.
After that first round, and then that you guys were hitting those
We
first
were
level. I
so
was believing.
close.
I was believing. I was like, this is it. This is gonna be the one. But
There's always one that trips us up, and then we have a hard time recovering.
yeah.
So it goes.
But you know what? That was fun, wasn't it? Thank you to Corey, Christian, and Bob for
Yes,
letting
thank
me
you.
borrow their software and letting me have full reins with it. Thank you guys, because this is what I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to do game shows in my life. So this is fun that I get to relive some magical moments of game show history on this podcast.
Absolutely. And it's fun playing them too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think now next up we got to get your brother back, because I think
Oh my
he's
God.
got an itch. I saw him before the show. He was playing around with the equipment. I was like,
we were reliving his clips too.
Are you itching to come back?
Well,
So-
because for the both of them, it was pre-COVID the last time they were on.
Yeah,
so we're
so-
trying to get people back on the show. You
yeah.
know?
So the next the next pyramid game might have to be your brother.
Oh boy, that's actually scary.
All right. Well,
No, it'll be a good time though.
we'll leave it at that. All right. With that out of the way, the tradition has been upheld. Tradition.
Tradition, yes.
Yes. All right. We can now jump into the regular news at hand. So let's do it. Let's jump into the sports sampler. There we go.
So you're not good at sports. It's a very small part of life.
Sports.
In your face. Ha ha. I had to switch inputs. Sorry about that. There's a lot of things working with the game show setup.
You did add a lot of technology to the setup. He's got people. I don't know if they could see it. A whole second monitor and like a whole bunch of stuff going on. Yeah.
Yeah, there is on the wider view. Yeah, so there's a lot to maintain, but we are moving forward. We're
right.
doing the podcast as usual.
But you know
now.
who's not moving forward?
Yeah, who are we talking about?
Former Ravens kicker Justin Tucker
What a transition.
is not moving forward with any team. He's been handed down a 10-game suspension.
This cannot be made good. It's shameful. It's a shameful, shameful day.
Yeah, he's done.
It is. Yeah, he's done. I mean, he's getting up there in age. The Ravens cut him after a down year. He has, obviously, the off-the-field issues with the allegations of sexual misconduct for which he was suspended for 10 games. His agents have informed him to just accept the suspension and move on. That's the quickest path to resolution. I personally think that if you think you can fight it, if you think that you're innocent, that, you should. For your agents to be like, just take it.
Just accept it. Yeah, it's not good.
He's 35, 10 games, puts him at November 11th would be the earliest he could play. Now, teams can sign him, and he can participate in off-season activities, preseason, etc. His suspension will only be served during the regular season.
You're not doing this for a kicker.
Right, for a kicker.
No.
Not that Deshaun Watson has worked out particularly well, but for a potential franchise quarterback, maybe a team takes a flyer, maybe. But for a 35-year-old kicker...
No, you're not.
Is this Justin Tucker early retirement?
Yes.
Wow.
I think so.
Yeah.
Unless a team...
How do you come back from a down year, off-the-field issues, and missing more than half the season?
Yeah.
What team is willing to take on that baggage and pay him $1 million plus? That's crazy.
And not at a kicker spot.
No.
As much as people like to criticize kickers when they miss a field goal, to be honest with you, there are tens of kickers that are available. This isn't a position that is in demand or anything like that.
Right.
So I don't see this happening. I think this is the death knell to his career.
Yeah, I mean, it's, he's had such a long and good career, right? And it's just now, it just goes on such a dishonorable note because of all these awful things.
Whenever he signs a team?
It starts week 1 of the regular season, so he can sign and do preseason and stuff like that.
If he's not signed, does the suspension still start?
Oh, I'm not sure. That seems like a stupid way to get around it, though, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it starts when you sign it with a team.
So if he takes this year off and he were to sign, say next year, it would still kick in. Then
I think so.
I think you're right because it says 10 games, not 10 weeks.
Right.
It's specifically, from my reading of it, it's a 10-game suspension. If he's not playing games, if he's not eligible for games, you can't be suspended for, I'm suspended for 17 games this upcoming season, if you're not eligible to play, you can't be suspended from
this whole time, Mike was a secret NFL player.
I was just serving a really long suspension.
Yeah.
Is what it was. But yeah, the moral of the story is these young guys coming into the league, they got to be careful. They can't do crazy stuff like this, These off the field issues. You gotta
stop it with the masseuses.
Yeah, stop going to massage parlors.
Why is this the place for this to happen? Stop it.
Yeah, it's really disgusting that there's been an increasing trend of these things being brought to light. The past several years, you have obviously Justin Tucker now, but you have Deshaun Watson. You had, wasn't it Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots?
Yeah, that's right.
Was accused of it. It seems like it's a thing that's, I don't want to say growing in popularity in the NFL, but
it's a fad.
It's been coming up frequently the past couple of years. I don't remember it ever being a big thing back in the day, but now people they're talking about these issues. They're bringing it to light, and it's a warning message to players: keep your hands to yourself. Don't get funny ideas, just keep it clean.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it needs
keep it professional.
It needs to stop. It needs to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, honestly, no sympathy for him. Sorry.
No, not really. You did the crime. You got to do the time, and it sounds like he did the crime, or else his agents would say fight it.
Yep. So yeah, there you go. I think that's the end of his career. I don't think a team's going to put up with that for a kicker.
No, that's ridiculous.
No. All right, but let's get to the blockbuster news that happened this week. I couldn't believe that this happened when I texted Mikey.
Just crazy.
This blockbuster trade.
It's just so perplexing.
Yep. We have a trade with the Dolphins sending Jalen Ramsey, Jonnu Smith, and a 2027 fifth-round pick to the Steelers, who send back Minka Fitzpatrick, who used to play for the Dolphins anyway, and a 2027 seventh-round pick. What the hell is happening?
Yeah. I think that sound effect sums it up perfectly. It's weird because I don't think either team really gets much better through this trade. It's one of those things that I think
the Steelers a little bit. I
think the Steelers end up quote unquote winning because they get two players instead of one. Minka Fitzpatrick is arguably the best of these three players, so the Dolphins get a really good player and the Steelers only get two in return, but I don't think, you trade away one of your best defensive backs for just a good defensive back and a tight end. It kind of balances out. So both teams kind of stay the same. I think
I think the Steelers are a little bit better.
They get a little bit better.
I am so confused with the Dolphins. I don't know.
The Dolphins are very confusing because Minka Fitzpatrick was drafted by the Dolphins.
Yes.
So this is like getting back together with an ex.
This is
right?
worse. This is like you have to remarry your ex.
Yeah.
Because you get back into a legal contract with them and stuff. I inadvertently mentioned this last week that I was confused on how the Dolphins have been progressing and everything. Yeah. I should have went a step further. I don't know. I think the Dolphins are doomed. I think this is a bad year coming up. And that's saying something considering last week we went over their schedule and they have one of the easiest schedules in this upcoming season. And I have no faith in them.
Yeah,
this is ridiculous.
I mentioned last week, and I'll reiterate again, that, Miami strikes me as a very unserious football team and football city. I don't think they really have a plan. I don't think they really care to have a plan. Players are there to have fun, have a low-income tax.
Enjoy South Beach.
Mike McDaniels feeds into it. He's more concerned with the bling that he's wearing and being funny and witty with the reporters. They strike me as a very unserious football organization from top to bottom. They're skating by on a lot of talent, and they have a lot of talent. That's the thing that's frustrating. They have good players, and they just don't care to do anything with them. On the flip side, the Steelers, I do want to talk about them a little bit because what this move highlights to me for them is that they think this is the year.
Yep.
That's why you make a move like this. So Miami, they don't know what they're doing. They're clearing cap. They're just kind of like lost. But the Steelers, they're like, we're going to make a splashy play because we're going all in. But like these two names do not shout all into me. It's like their offseason plan to go all the way was sign washed-up Aaron Rodgers, sign about-to-be-washed-up Jalen Ramsey, get a tight end. Does that scream?
Jonnu Smith had a good season like 3 seasons ago.
I mean, he's fine, but like it doesn't shout like crazy big-time playmaker. It's not like landing a Saquon Barkley or like trading for an A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
So this is your all-in play?
I guess for the Steelers, this is all-in because they usually don't make moves like this.
They don't, so maybe they're just not used to it. They don't know how to make splashy moves. Like, oh, how's this for a splashy move?
Jalen Ramsey.
Exchanging 5th and 7th round picks. Ooh. Get out of here. The AFC is so stacked. If the Steelers think they hope to compete with Jalen Ramsey and Jonnu Smith, I think they are really, really underestimating the other teams in the AFC. You got the Broncos coming up. You got the Chargers coming up. Chiefs aren't going anywhere. Bills aren't going anywhere. Ravens aren't going anywhere. Bengals could have a resurgence. There's just nowhere for them to go.
Yeah.
They think this is the move to topple those other 6 teams?
Yeah, Jonnu Smith is going to stop the Chiefs.
Maybe. Maybe he goes out there, has 1,200 receiving yards and like 10 touchdowns. I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems highly unlikely, but it's possible. We could be eating our words 5 months from now.
Yeah, I don't see either of these teams really, catapulting themselves. The Steelers, I think, are going to end up where they usually are. I think they're going to go 9-8, and they'll probably lose in the first round of the playoffs.
9-8, 10-7. They'll have a really hot start and then kind of fall apart. And maybe they'll win a wild card and then just quietly exit during the divisional.
If they win a playoff game, that'll save Tomlin's job.
And that's all he cares about.
Yeah,
he is the Jeff Fisher.
I mean, if he pulls off another 9-8 season, I think so.
I think he won a Super Bowl as a rookie head coach.
Yeah, it was either
or close to it.
Was rookie or second season, yeah.
And just never made it back, right? If I'm remembering correctly, because Bill Cowher won with Ben Roethlisberger when Roethlisberger was a rookie or a second-year player.
Yeah, that was the one in like 04 or something.
Yeah.
05, yeah.
And then Mike Tomlin, I think, won as like either a first or second-year head coach, and then they've just been perpetually like 11-5, 11-6, and just kind of like stayed at that level. And like they're competitive.
And they haven't won a playoff game in 7 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. That. If I were a Steelers fan, I'd be highly, highly frustrated.
Well, that's what you said. That's like mediocrity, and you said that's the worst position to be in football.
It absolutely is. You need to have. It's going to sound counterintuitive, but you need to have a bad year or two so you can clear the cap, get the draft capital, get some fresh blood in there. Otherwise, you're just treading water. Like if you're just going 9-8, if you're going between 8-9 and 11-6 perpetually, you're not bad enough to improve, and you're not good enough to threaten anybody. So you just kind of stay there. You got to have at least a really bad season, or you have to be like really on top of your game with like drafting and fighting hidden gems and having really successful seasons. But just to go 500 doesn't do anything in the NFL. It's the worst place to be. It's too competitive of a league. If there's basketball, 500, oh my God, you crown them champions now. Sky's the limit. In the NFL, that's not going to cut it.
All right, so but we also forgot to mention the second part of the Dolphins God. And I swear this is something that I think
it's a joke. This is like an SNL skit.
I think this happened, and I'm like 98% sure. I want to make it like legal or truth, but I can't. But in my mind, I would like to think that when they pulled the first trade off and they sent Jonnu Smith over to Pittsburgh, like it hit them like 2 hours later that they're like, wait a minute, we don't have a tight end now. Oh no, whoops.
That's exactly what happened, because they then turned around and convinced tight end Darren Waller to come out of retirement to sign with them.
Well, so they had to trade for him because the Giants had the rights to him.
Yes, he technically was with the Giants. The dude retired so he could get away from playing with the Giants.
Yes.
And then when he realized he had a chance to not play for the Giants, he's like, actually, never mind.
I can go to South Beach. That's fine.
Yeah.
He's
just, what it is he's doing like every other retiree in the Northeast, and they're flying south for the winter.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Sounds good. So here he is, Darren Waller. He's going to come in.
It's just so blatantly stupid and unserious. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, Miami's just insane.
Yeah. Like
insane.
I'm like 98% sure they processed that trade with the Steelers, and then like a couple hours later they were like, "Oh shoot, we don't have a tight end."
They look at their depth chart and they're like, "Uh-oh, are we supposed to have holes in this thing?"
Don't we only need one tight end? No, we need another one. Whoops.
They traded away their starter too.
Yeah.
It's not like they traded away like a reserve guy or an up and coming backup. They traded away the main guy, and they're like, "Oh crap."
Uh-oh.
They're going to replace him with 35-year-old Darren Waller, who just recently retired from the Giants. Like,
here he comes.
Absolutely insane.
Here I come to save the day. Oh no.
He's going to be doing something. I don't know what.
Yeah. So there you go. 2 big NFL stories there. What
a week for sports.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
Just
I think the Dolphins are just primed to have a letdown season.
Yeah,
and I think this is going to be the end for
Mike McDaniel. It's disappointing because, a few years ago, Miami was very, very close. Like, they were putting the pieces together. They had great talent. Tua was
on fire.
And then they just didn't do anything to get better. They just decided that was
let it ride.
Yeah, that was their ceiling.
And then Tua got 3 concussions.
Right. And now they're left wondering, like, what are we going to do? All these big contracts are coming up. That's why they're trading away all their players and signing retirees. It's a disaster.
Yeah. So I don't know. Between these two teams, I don't have a good future charted for these two teams.
No,
not
at all.
I don't think so.
Not at all.
But we'll see. We shall see. We could be wrong. We
could be eating our words. I said, come 5-6 months from now.
Yeah, that is why you definitely have to play out the season and see how it works, and we will when that happens. I think it was 8 Sundays. I think we are until the NFL season.
Yeah, but we got preseason coming up in a couple weeks.
Yeah, woo! There you go.
All right,
Mike will be happy. All right, but there you go. What a first half to the show between Pyramid with Frank Costanzo and then the Sports Sampler. But don't go anywhere because we still have 2 more portions of the podcast coming up with the entertainment entree and the non-fortune cookie odd news coming your way when we return. This is the Crispy Noodle Podcast. We'll be right back.
Ready for the weekend? Happy Friday. Hi, my name's Marie, and I'm an artist who's been making Happy Friday doodles every week for over 7 years. And now you can own my art collection in this Volume 1 and Volume 2 art series. These doodles span across multiple themes, yearly festivities, various countries, languages, and more. Both coffee table books have something for everyone and are the perfect conversation starter or gift for a friend. Really, anyone who enjoys a good weekend. Available on Amazon, Ingram, BookBaby,
Barnes & Noble,
and more. Visit happyfridaydoodles.com/books and get your copies today. Let's celebrate the best day of the week. Happy Friday.
You just assured me that I could speak.
Sit down inside the car. We're not assuring anything. We're under arrest.
Look, I'm under what? Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before.
Get some cups.
Why did you do this to me?
Hop in the car. Get some cups.
For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo well. Good one. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? How dare get your hands off there.
No, we've only got one cup.
Ta-ta and farewell.
So I guess getting in the car.
One cup, look. They even broke.
Oh, yeah, we're back here on the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Yes, there you go. What a first half of this week's podcast.
Just jam-packed.
Yeah.
Sports, pyramid, sausages.
That is
we
correct.
had everything.
Yes, we did. So, man, I don't know how we're going to top that, but we're going to try. Starting with the next segment of the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Let's launch into it. It starts with the entertainment entree.
And now, the latest in movies.
The Simpson guy writes to movies. Dear Die Hard, you rock. Especially when that guy was on the roof.
Music.
I know what that is. That's music.
Video games.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Celebrities.
You really know Warren Beatty? Yes, I do. I took a leak next to him once at the Golden Globes.
And more.
You were the all-singing, all-dancing crap of the world.
This is the entertainment entree.
All right, officially in entertainment entree territory, and let's kick it off with the segment where Mike is going to let you know what you should keep an eye out for this upcoming weekend, this holiday weekend. If you're not doing anything for 4th of July weekend, you need to pipe up here and listen to Mike for his segment, Mike's This Week in Entertainment. Smarten up. Here we go.
Smarten up. Listen up. This week in movies, Jurassic World Rebirth hits theaters this week.
Another Jurassic
movie. Did I say smarten up? Maybe dumbed down. This marks the 7th film in the dinosaur action film franchise. In this one, a team searches the abandoned research facility of the original Jurassic Park in order to secure DNA that could provide life-saving benefits when they discover sinister secrets that have been hidden from the world for decades. The movie only has a 58% on Rotten Tomatoes, but who cares because it's dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs. I'll go see it.
Yeah, that's like the baseline. Dinosaurs, Mike's in.
I'll go see it. I love dinosaurs. Also, I love the Jurassic franchise. Like, there hasn't been a good movie since Jurassic Park. And yes, I've spent money on all of the other 5 films in theaters, so why stop now?
Yeah, you got to keep going at this point.
Got to keep going. If you're like me, check out Jurassic World Rebirth this weekend in theaters.
Actually, you're like a gambler. It's like one of these movies have got to work out.
I just can't stop, right?
Yeah.
If I just keep betting on red, eventually it'll hit, right?
Right. So hopefully this is your red movie.
Maybe movie number 8 if this one doesn't work out.
There you go.
But if you don't want to go to the theaters and spend that extra money, you want to stay inside and check out The Sandman Season 2 returning to Netflix for its 2nd and final season. The first 6 episodes drop this week, and the final 5 come later on in July. I didn't think there was going to be a 2nd season with the behind-the-scenes issues with Neil Gaiman.
Yeah.
Very upsetting there with all the allegations. But as a show, the first season was absolutely fantastic. But I feel like there's been so much time and so little conversation on it. Do you think that this is just going to be dead on arrival, or do you think it's going to be able to regenerate, recapture that hype?
I hope not, because I like the first season. The first season was pretty good.
It was really unique and interesting. I love the dark fantasy. So we'll see how the 2nd season fares.
I hope it's good, but
yeah,
I don't know if I want to get my hopes up.
Yeah, it's definitely something you might want to temper your expectations for. But like I said, if you're not heading to the theaters, you want to stay in, beat the heat. Check out The Sandman Season 2 on Netflix, or at least the first half of it. And that's what we're looking forward to this week in entertainment.
All right, Mikey, thank you for that segment this week in entertainment. Let's see. Do you want to talk about movie theaters?
Yeah, we can talk a little bit about movie theaters.
I heard there's an announcement that was made, apparently.
Yeah, so it's kind of a weird thing when you...
An official announcement.
Pay
attention. This is official.
This is groundbreaking.
Officially official.
Officially official. Very official from AMC Theaters.
Prepare to announce.
I am prepared to announce.
Ready to announce.
I am ready. That AMC Theaters are now warning moviegoers up front on their website when they buy tickets that showed that the actual movie will start 25 to 30 minutes after the listed showtime.
Oh, good for you.
Thank you.
It's a weird thing. It's a weird announcement.
This proclamation has now been issued.
But, it is...
This is now the law of the land.
But you know what, though? This is...
I just can't believe they went to this extent that it's like a full-blown press release.
Well, it's not a press release.
Or whatever you want to call it.
They're just listing it on their website.
Official policy.
They've made it official to state
officially official.
To state it very clearly on the website now. But, it's highlighting perfectly the kind of attitude that moviegoers are taking towards this. A lot of them are saying, well, no, duh, we already knew that. Why say it up front?
Did somebody actually file a lawsuit over this to AMC?
Complain about it, contact AMC and be like,
hey,
your times are inaccurate, whatever.
You have been misleading me my whole life. This is not the time that the movie starts.
it's, you know what? It's we're poking fun at it, but it is.
I am 20 minutes late now to my next appointment that I schedule after a movie.
Immediately after, right? Let's see. The movie's 2 hours. I better schedule this appointment for 2 hours and 10 minutes.
I'm going to meet my dentist at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
And you have misled me for the last time. Like, what the hell is going on with this proclamation?
So it's interesting. There's a couple different schools of thought. Some people are saying what you're saying. Like, obviously, this is a no-brainer.
I think somebody, maybe not sued, but somebody complained high enough.
Maybe somebody complained. I've seen other people online mention how this is actually going to have an inverse effect, that AMC is going to further chase people away from theaters by putting this on the website. That if you know you have to tack on an extra half hour, then people are less likely to come in. But this raises another argument in that, was there anybody out there that didn't know there were that many previews?
Somebody didn't, and they complained, and this is why AMC had to make this proclamation.
I just find that so truly bizarre.
It's not funny anymore!
It's very serious. It's very serious stuff.
I have an appointment with my tax accountant at 9:30 p.m. What are you doing to me, AMC?
You told me the movie was going to be exactly 2 hours. It was not exactly 2 hours.
Yes. I'm going to meet my surgeon at 10:15. We're going to have surgery done.
All the most important surgery happens during prime time hours, of course. Obviously.
Like, what the hell is happening here?
I don't know. It's a crazy thing, but it does present an interesting thing. Do you find yourself heading to theaters later and later because you know the amount of previews that are there? Like,
no, I'm always there early. I don't know. Is that just me?
Are you one of, because some people say the previews are the best part. Do you enjoy?
I wouldn't say it's the best part, but
do you enjoy watching the previews?
I look forward to the previews, yeah.
I like the previews too, personally. I'm a preview person. I like to see what's coming up. I like, sometimes you get a first look at something there. But a lot
and like you get to get comfy, like I don't know.
It gives you time to get your food, go to the bathroom, get comfortable in your seat. No,
like,
totally.
Who are these people that are like, I only have this 2-hour window. That's it.
Rich, you're joking about, but there are a lot of people out there that show up to a movie theater if you're 20 minutes late because they know there's going to be previews. Do you think this could exacerbate that issue? Could this have the reverse effect?
I don't know, but if you're being that particular about your schedule, maybe a movie theater isn't right for you. Maybe you should watch everything at home. Like if you're that anal about like your time schedule, you just stay at home. Watch it on your own time.
Yeah, it's very curious that they felt the need to post this. You're right in that it probably was somebody complaining, but if the goal is to make things better for moviegoers, or, because these movie theaters are always complaining that people aren't going to the theaters, don't you think this kind of does the opposite? Don't you think it chases people away if they know now, if it wasn't obvious before, now it is very obvious that you have to add an extra half hour, or maybe it'll make people come in a half hour late so they don't buy concessions, so they don't get drinks at the bar. I feel like they're shooting themselves in the foot. I
don't know. I just, to me, this was never like a line in the sand factor when I went to go see a movie.
I didn't know that it had to be stated explicitly.
Yeah. Like the way this is drawn up, it sounds like somebody complained because they were late after a movie that they had watched and they weren't told that there was 25 to 30 minutes of trailers.
Since time immemorial, there have always been previews before movies.
Yeah.
In my lifetime, in 30 plus years, I've never been to a movie theater, sat down at exactly 12:30, movie starts. In what fantasy world are people living where
only like a movie premiere like itself, like when we went to go see Conclave, I don't think they had previews for that. Like,
right, because that was a special screening event.
Right.
Yeah.
So only that.
Right.
Or like a Christopher Nolan film. I think Christopher Nolan is like anti-trailers or something.
Do they not show that? Yeah, but I don't think he gets to make that decision.
And I'm talking about like, oh, by the way, I'm sorry. And I also mean like special like super IMAX or whatever, super 3D, super IMAX, like whatever. You know what I'm talking about when it's like those special screens or something like that. That's I put Nolan into all that, but I meant like when he has one of his films displayed on one of those super screens or
like
something.
the special ones. Yeah,
they usually don't do trailers.
I
for
think
that.
I think what you're getting at is like unless it is a special showing, either a premiere, advanced screening,
correct,
some kind of remember when like Hateful Eight came out in whatever it was, retro color scope or whatever it's called, BS with the intermission. Or if it's like a small indie theater, which
that was cool, by the way.
It was cool.
Bring back intermissions.
I thought that was fun.
Hollywood, bring back intermissions.
The bathroom was actually terrifying, but the intermission was fun because everybody in the theater swarmed. You had like 5 minutes. Everybody was like clamoring over each other. It was terrifying. It's like halftime at a sports game.
Well, that's worse. Oh my God, those lines will.
I don't even. I'm like, forget it. I'll go during the third quarter.
Or just pee on a wall.
Sure.
The Philadelphia way.
You just make sure that you're still within eyesight. You're like, you know.
Right. You want to pay attention to the game.
Just lean around the column so you can see.
Right.
Yeah, so I think that's bizarre. They felt the need to make this clear on their website. I think it's going to have the inverse effect for movie theaters. I think it's going to keep people away. Instead of buying concessions and spending time in the movie theater, people are going to show up even later.
I don't know. If you're, I don't
know. There's just no positive to this. It's like the Miami Steelers trade. It's very bizarre. It's like something that didn't need to happen and has no notable impact.
I don't know. If you're one of those people that 25 minutes of trailers derails your schedule, I don't think going to the movies is for you.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
And I don't know. Maybe I'm just super old school. Like you, I enjoy the trailers. Gives me time to get my pretzel bites, my popcorn, my soda, whatever, go to the bathroom. Like, I don't feel like I'm ever like bursting into the theater with like 37 seconds left and sprinting to my seat like that. I can't handle that kind of stress and anxiety in my life. So I got to get there, maybe like 5-10 minutes late, but never. If I'm showing up half an hour late to a movie, like there's something wrong, right?
I have to optimize every minute of my schedule. How dare you?
Who's cutting it that close to a movie?
Yeah.
Like, you figure you're already paying $20 for a ticket potentially.
Look,
right?
I have a 6 o'clock dinner. I got the movie has to end at exactly 8:32 because then I have a meeting with my hypnotist and I have to be ready to go.
What are you doing after hours? You're getting surgery, seeing a hypnotist?
I'm trying to think of the most wacky things that you could
That's
say
the real story behind the story is Rich just has the most ridiculous evenings ever. Surgeries and hypnotists.
Oh no, I lost my spleen.
I lost my... Maybe my life coach can help me find it.
Oh, I missed their meeting. That was supposed to be after the movie. Damn you, AMC.
So, yeah.
What the hell's happening?
AMC had to put it on their website, 25 to 30 minutes. Movies, it is, quote, movies start 25 to 30 minutes after showtime. Also, side note, would you, if you were one of the people to show up intentionally late, would you not be pissed if you decided 30 minutes, but it actually started 25 minutes after the showtime?
Oh, again, my whole schedule was ruined.
No, you're missing the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Everything ruined.
That's important. 5 minutes. That could be, that could be some important inciting incident. You don't want to miss 5 minutes.
Just go with the regular time. What is the big deal? What the hell is happening?
Maybe you're just not efficient enough, Rich.
I guess I'm not. I don't know.
You have to improve efficiencies.
Every year, yes. I go home. I have an Excel spreadsheet.
Process improvements, improving efficiencies. Come on now.
I wasted exactly 8 minutes and 62 seconds that I could have spent.
You got to track those KPIs. Focus on process improvements.
Yes.
Come on now. Even in real life.
Yes.
You got to document and spreadsheet everything.
Even then, that was inefficient because I said 60 seconds. So
That's
it
right.
actually should have been 9 minutes and 2 seconds.
Right.
Improve on my reporting. Everything has been thrown off because of this damn AMC report.
So there you go.
I don't know.
AMC increasing efficiency for...
Who reads that and was like, whoa?
Do you think people are doing... You think they go to buy a ticket, they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wait a minute.
Whoa. 25 minutes. I was prepared to sit for 3 hours, but 3 hours and 20 minutes, that's completely uncalled for.
Yeah, like who is this for?
And in my mind, I already built in those minutes. I think maybe I just overanalyze things. When I buy movie tickets, I'm like, okay, it says 12:30. However, I'm not going to get out of there until, I already factor in that the trailer's time. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird.
I don't know. If this bothers you, or if this was a factor in your movie decisions,
Do you think there's people out there that show up and they're like, I can't believe there's trailers? Like, where have people been the past 3 decades?
Not to a movie theater, I guess.
They show up and they're like, what is happening? This was supposed to start at 12:30. They're showing me ads.
This doesn't happen when I'm at home.
Oh, God. There's going to be a whole generation that is completely baffled by that. Side note. There's kids that only know Netflix and YouTube, and I sound really old now. Let's go to the next segment. I just sounded so freaking old.
Mike,
that was pathetic.
Mike fell right into the old trap.
I did. I'm going to be joining you on the rocker with watching golf and sipping, I don't know what you sip, old man drinks or something.
It's a stress-free life, Mike.
It's a stress-free life on the rocker.
It's a nice life.
Watching the golf, the Masters.
It's a pleasant life.
It's a pleasant life.
It's a peaceful life.
Do you like a rocking chair?
Sure.
I think it's nice.
Yeah. You get a nice little sway.
Even my swivel chair has the feature where you can like lean back.
Yeah, it's good.
I like to be able to move.
It's good.
Yeah. Anyway.
Let's
move along into the next segment. What do you say?
No, let's just keep going.
No, keep going. Keep going. About golf. Yeah.
There you go. Come with me to the Masters.
Very nice.
Yes.
You have your
the Masters.
Your Arnold Palmer.
Yes.
Sit in your rocking chair.
Yeah, the calm music.
Watch the Masters.
The Masters on CBS.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Listen to the grass.
I need to listen to the grass grow.
You can hear it.
Oh yes, thank you. Who's talking bad about my grass? You shut up over there, Bob Costas.
Grass feud.
Yeah, grass feud. Yeah, that actually is a legitimate thing that happened with Bob Costas.
You don't talk trash on the grass.
Especially not at Augusta. They don't mess around with
No,
that.
sir.
All right, as much as I would like to talk about golf, it is not the time or the place for it. So let's move away from it. Mike wants to hear about some odd news, so let's do it. Let's jump into the third and final portion of our show, the non-fortune cookie odd news.
We've been talking about cool and its ramifications and how it applies to the hip scene. But maybe you could give us some examples now of the opposite of cool, uncool. Just exactly what is uncool?
My nipples look like milk duds.
Holy shnikes.
It's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news.
It's not of this world. I don't know exactly what it is or what it's doing, but this is not human intelligence, okay? It's not human intelligence we're facing!
How you doing? Me? I'm doing great.
Mandada basata. I don't make this stuff up.
I'll take a pound of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts! That'll be $4, baby! You want fries with that?
I seen the celery dance across the baseball fields.
You had me at meat tornado.
No, go past this part. In fact, never play this again.
Okay. What does that mean?
And now it's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news.
So sit back, get everything you need to get from the kitchen. Be sure and empty the bladders. Go to the bathroom because you're in for a hell of a ride.
Odd news.
That's right, everyone. It's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news here in this segment. Rich researches the news, he reads the news, and I react to the news. He finds a weird and wacky story and he keeps it hidden from me, which ensures that all of my reactions are my genuine gut reactions to hearing this story for the very first time. I don't know what's about to happen. You guys don't know what's about to happen. And even Rich doesn't know what's about to happen because these stories always take us down wacky and wild paths. And I'm ready to get started. Where are we heading to?
Now, who is this guy in Florida?
It's Florida, and they're crazy. I knew it.
Yep.
I had a sneaking suspicion.
You know, someone messaged me about last week's episode because we talked about Florida sports. We should have played the Florida. I'm so used to Florida odd news that they invaded the sports sampler. It threw me off. I was like, that's not a thing. That shouldn't be a thing.
It shouldn't be a thing, no.
Yeah. So,
oh man,
I'm going to do double Florida. So, one for
to
last
make up
week's
for
episode.
that, yeah.
Now, who is this guy in Florida?
It's Florida, and they're crazy.
So that should have been for last week's during the sports sample.
It was a major snafu.
Yeah, I know.
I can't believe we didn't think of that.
Yeah, it's just weird. Florida should only be in the odd news.
Right.
We can't contain the firepower of the state's magnitude.
There's no reason to talk about Florida Any other time.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
But here they are. They're back where they're supposed to be in the odd news here. All right. So we are going to talk about the case of 43-year-old Michael O'Neill.
Oh, no. That's my first name. Do you ever see that? You see people with your name, and you're like, yeah, I'm cheering for that guy. I'm rooting for that guy.
Okay.
No?
Well, I hope you're not rooting. I hope you're not rooting for this guy.
But no, I don't think I will. I don't know what he did, but I'm already worried.
So first off, this Michael O'Neill was trying to get drugs on Friday night. There you go.
Run while there's still time. Everyone is smoking crack. But it's only a matter of time before they're overwhelmed. Run when you can!
Apparently that's not far from the truth, because when he was trying to get drugs, a fight broke out. He tried to run away, but at some point he was caught and then was stabbed.
No, I'm gonna fucking kill you, motherfucker, old style.
So literally old style. This guy's getting pierced.
Ooh.
No, I'm gonna fucking kill you, motherfucker, old style.
And just because he wanted to buy some drugs.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep. So as a result, the paramedics were called, and he was rushed to the hospital. And it must have been pretty serious, because they rushed him right into the ER and surgery right then and there.
Okay.
While he was being transported from the gurney to the bed for the quick surgery, a nurse who was doing a routine check of his body found some interesting items in his rectum.
I know some women who could hide a machine gun in there. Yeah.
This cannot be made good. It's shameful. It's a shameful, shameful day.
There was a bit of a nastiness last night, yes? Some very extreme nastiness, yes? Yes.
Oh, yeah, going up the butt.
I wish I could say that I was surprised.
This is the Michael you're rooting for.
Unfortunately. It's just how it goes sometimes.
Yep.
So he had him up the butt.
Yes, and the nurse that was stationed, it was up to her to remove the items from the butthole.
There was a bit of a nastiness last night, yes? Some very extreme nastiness, yes? Yes.
The nurse was able to take out the following items.
Oh, God. Items, plural. Okay. All right, brace yourselves, everyone.
All right, a lighter.
That seems uncomfortable and dangerous.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I don't know about that one.
Don't mess with the meth on that, or the methane on that. That's not good.
But time out. Yeah, right? I mean, that's.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a problem.
I think some combustion could be happening there.
But
Yay!
Yay, the yay. Yay! I mean, is that not how everybody feels when they fart? Like, you let out a good one, and you're just like, yay. I'm going to start doing that now. Yay. But, like, with only, like, a 6 out of 10 excitement. Yay.
Yay. Yeah. Mike must have let out a good one there.
Yay. That was so random.
That was actually Bruno lighting that fart.
That was a Bruno fart.
That was a Bruno fart, yeah.
Yay! If he's on in the coming weeks, then maybe we can get him to replicate it.
Oh, my gosh.
But what I was going to say about the lighter was that's not contraband. You're allowed to have a lighter. Why did he put it up the butt?
Well, I guess maybe this is all like one complete drug package in his mind. Cause
he's just putting it all up there in one giant Ziploc bag?
Yeah, because I'm not done yet.
Okay.
So he's got a lighter.
Right.
He has a crack pipe.
Again, seems dangerous.
By the way, also a glass crack pipe.
That seems so dangerous.
That's very dangerous.
Oh, God.
That is very dangerous.
Like, you sneeze or fart wrong, and all of a sudden, it's just...
you got glass up there.
Yikes.
That's dangerous.
Run while there's still time. Everyone is smoking crack. But it's only a matter of time before they're overwhelmed. Run when you can!
So, that's dangerous. Also, tinfoil.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Boy, doesn't...
That's for
yes.
lighting it,
But doesn't that hurt?
It's sharp.
Yeah.
Did he... maybe he, like, like rolled it up or like folded it real tiny and then.
Ooh, I still would think that would hurt.
There's sharp edges. You don't think about it, but there's really sharp edges on tinfoil.
Yeah, I think that would hurt.
You see what I mean about the lighter? He could have saved some space. He could have packed more efficient, like AMC, right?
You make this sound like a video game, and the butthole is like.
Where do you think your
pouch.
inventory goes?
Yeah.
Where do you think your inventory goes?
The inventory pouch.
Do you know how many health kits I have up there? Just health. I mean.
Yeah, you need that before your boss fight.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Extra ammo, health kits.
Hold on, I gotta go in the corner.
Oh no, the boss is attacking! Quick, get the special key out. You just whatever you need, you just reach back.
Booker catch. BioShock.
Oh my gosh.
God, Elizabeth, that's where you're keeping those items.
I know some women who could hide a machine gun in there.
Yeah.
She's got multiple pockets.
This cannot be made good. It's shameful. It's a shameful, shameful day.
Spare ammo.
It's got to be coming from somewhere.
Right.
I know some women who could hide a machine gun in there.
Yeah.
So a lighter, a crack pipe, some tinfoil.
Yep.
Were there any actual drugs?
Yes, and then the last item was a little baggie of cocaine. So
got him.
There you go. He's got everything up the butt.
But so you could have, like I said, you could have saved some space by not doing the lighter and the tinfoil up there. Like you could just put those. Like nobody's gonna be like, oh no, you have a lighter. You're a criminal. This is a lighter. You know.
Yeah, he's ready to go. He's ready to.
But when you want to do the drugs, that means you got to go take a like.
I got to go in the tree. Hold on.
You got to like take your pants down. You got to fish around up there. Then your hands are, they're up your butt. Then. Isn't that gross?
I guess not.
You're gonna smoke what was in your butt. Like,
nope,
I don't
guess
know.
not.
Have you ever thought about that with these stories?
Oh boy.
Like you have to get up there. If you're not on the video podcast, you're missing some great hand motions. You gotta.
That's the pickle claw hand.
The pickle claw. You get out there and extract.
I never knew the pickle claw hand and the ass hand are the same thing.
It's the same hand. I don't know. Or what hand do you use to extract? I don't know.
Dear God.
I guess you could say you had yourself a man-witch. Yeah. Ooh.
Now here's the real question: do you dirty your dominant hand, or do you go in there with the less dexterous hand? I don't
know. Luckily, I've never had to face that in my life.
I hope that we never do. That'd be awful.
Yeah.
Stop putting things up butts. That's what pockets are for.
Well.
And if you have something you feel like you need to put up there, then you shouldn't be doing that thing.
Well, they do say the butt is the prison wallet.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm not going to prison then.
Yeah, don't go to prison. All right. So the nurse was able to remove all of these items from his rectum, and then he was hospitalized for his injuries. He pulled through, and he recovered just fine.
Only to be sent to jail.
Yep. Well, yeah. When the doctors were able to clear him, he was then booked into the county jail for these felony charges: cocaine possession and possession of drug paraphernalia.
That sucks. You get wheeled right out of the hospital straight into a jail cell.
Yep, that's the way it goes. Although he was able to post bond. His bond was only $5,500.
Okay.
Florida, I guess. I don't know. Sure.
I don't know what they're doing down there.
Again, I need to know, like, how do they come up with the bond numbers?
It's just random.
Yeah. Like, what?
I don't know why they couldn't make it like a nice even, like 5,000 or 6,000. You said 5,500.
5,500. We were gonna do 6, but we felt bad that he went to the hospital, so we knocked 500 off.
Exactly. He's injured. He's got to recover.
He's got a special deal.
We'll give him a discount.
Yeah, he gets a discount. He gets a stab and discount.
Can you find like coupon codes, like discount codes online for bail?
He got the stab and discount.
The stabbing discount?
We felt bad. He got stabbed.
No, I'm gonna fucking kill you, motherfucker, old style.
Enter code NEW20 to get 20% off your bail. Like, I want to know if you can. Can you get gift cards? Like,
that would be dystopic. Here's some gift cards for your next jail.
A literal get out of jail free card.
for your next jail.
You just go to CVS, hey, picking out the gift cards now. Ooh, 25% off bail. Perfect.
Yeah, you'll have some fun this weekend.
Yeah, right.
And apparently for O'Neill, this is not the first time this has happened. Apparently, when he was booked into a jail in the past, according to his police record, a strip search at the jail also showed that he also tried to sneak in fentanyl and crack into jail through his buttocks.
I know some women who could hide a machine gun in there.
Yeah. So this guy
Stop putting stuff up butts.
No, this guy is full blown committed to it.
He loves it.
He loves it.
Listen to me. Stop it. Stop putting things up your butt. Okay? Don't do it.
He didn't heed your warning.
He didn't know. That was from years ago. It is sage advice.
Yes,
right.
It's worked for me.
Exactly, right? Exactly. You know,
I forgot that clip. I forgot how serious you are in that clip.
It's very serious.
Listen to me. Stop it. Stop putting things up your butt. Okay? Don't do it.
That is like an ancient clip.
Yeah.
That is an old one.
Yeah, I dug that out of the vault while I was trying to get your father's
nice
clip too. So there you go. 2 for 1 deal.
Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, it was very serious.
Yeah.
And it still holds true to this day.
Yes, it does. So yeah, that was the story of of Michael O'Neill. Woof.
And he has my first name. That's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible news.
Yep. All right. Well, you know what? Do I got time to fit one more story? Should I? I don't know.
I think you do. Do you want to try?
Yeah, let's see if we can fit it in. This story is also Florida.
Now, who is this guy in Florida?
It's Florida, and they're crazy.
Double dose of Florida. Okay.
Yep. And this is the case of 45-year-old Stephen Cusimano. What a name on that one?
Why does that name sound familiar?
I don't know. Do you know him, Stephen Cusimano?
I don't think so.
Hope not. That is because Stephen Cusimano he decided to start some.
He's from The Sopranos. He's Tony Soprano's neighbor.
Is the full name Stephen Cusimano?
It's Dr. Cusimano.
Oh, well,
I knew it sounded familiar. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't think this is him, but that would be funny if it was. But no, it's a fictional character.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. Anyway, this is the case of 45-year-old Stephen Cusimano. He was incensed that when he went to a kid's lemonade stand, he was denied a free refill.
This cannot be made good. It's shameful. It's a shameful, shameful day.
I'm in the dark here.
How
really?
dare you?
Free refill?
I bought this cup. I think I'm entitled to a free refill, damn it.
Little Billy is standing out in 95-degree heat, churning your freaking lemons, pouring all that water, hauling ice from his parents' kitchen, and you want a free refill?
How dare you?
This guy is, what is he? He's a bum looking for a free lick and a whatever. What's the quote? A lick and a free handout.
You represent what I detest. You're a punk walking in the back door with your hand open, looking for a free lick.
He wants
That's exactly right. I butchered that quote, but that one.
He wants that free lick.
He wants that free lick of lemonade.
Yeah.
Really? Who does that?
Yes.
Where on their sign, lemonade 5 cents, does it say free refills?
Yeah, come on, man. What are you doing? So, yes, he bought 1 glass of lemonade from the child.
You could have an aneurysm on a toilet. You never know.
Sorry.
Sure, I guess.
Wrong clip.
Yeah.
I'm getting tired. Sorry, I meant to play this one.
I'd buy that for $1.
That was perfect.
Sorry, I messed that one up. Sorry, everyone. Anyway, so he purchased 1 glass of lemonade.
Right.
I'd buy that for $1.
How much was it? Was it $1?
I would assume.
We don't know.
I mean, it's a glass of lemonade. I don't know how much.
How much could it be? Like $1, $2 maybe?
Yeah. $20. Oh, then you better be entitled for.
It's artisanal lemonade, okay? Handmade. Organic.
Ooh, yeah. Anyway, he purchased the glass of lemonade from the kid, and then he became angry when he was not allowed to refill his cup, according to the police report.
Come on. What is this guy doing? Shouting at an 8-year-old? About how he deserves a free refill? You don't deserve nothing. You bought lemonade from a child.
All right.
This is not a place of business. This is not Starbucks.
He yelled at the child, and that's when the child's mom came to confront him.
Uh-oh.
Yeah!
Uh-oh.
You don't mess with the mom.
That's right.
No.
Mama Bear is on the prowl now. You best watch out.
Yep. Then, according to the cops, the man... This is I don't know why, I like the way this is phrased in the police report. The man then, quote, adopted a fighting stance and warned that he was going to beat her up.
Oh my God! All this over a $1 lemonade?
Yes, but I love I love that
adopted
beginning.
a fighting stance.
He adopted a fighting stance.
What is this? Is this like the stance you're in at the beginning of Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, it's the select a character screen. Yeah.
That's exactly. And he was making the noise too.
Yeah. I'm gonna beat you up.
Ready, fight.
Yeah.
Could you imagine him just standing there and the kid's like, "Whoa, what is going on?"
Trying to sell lemonade.
Yeah. Excuse me, sir. You're blocking the line.
Can you take your fight outside?
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
You don't know this kid. You don't know Mortal Kombat like I used to.
He starts making the fighting noises. Ha ha ha! Huh, huh.
Left, right. Hey,
So ridiculous. Adopted a fighting stance.
Yes.
All this over a lemonade?
Yes.
All right. But, like, where was this guy going? What did he have going on? Is he just wandering the streets buying lemonade from children? Like, get your lemonade and go. You know?
Yeah.
Like, move along, dude.
All right. Well, at some point, I guess he tried to land a punch. There was some physicality.
Jeez.
But then at some point, the mom was able to slap him in the face.
Nice.
While Cusimano tried to grab her by the wrist, at which point Cusimano then fell. So he's not even a good fighter. For him adopting a fighting stance, this guy sucked.
He got in his fighting stance and he's just mashing buttons and just whiffing.
Yeah, this is the real life version of just mashing buttons.
Yeah, he's going and
wrist. Yeah. wrist.
She just comes in with the uppercut. Pow.
Yeah, just goes flying. All right. At that point, that's when Cusimano then tried to leave the residential area on foot, but they were able to get a hold of a cop nearby, and he was quickly apprehended by the police officer. When he was questioned, he did admit to the sequence of events, but claimed that the mom also decided to, and this is in the police report, quote, talk shit to me.
Okay, you threatened an 8-year-old because you didn't get a free refill of lemonade. Like, tit for tat. What do you want, buddy?
What do you want for that?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
Right.
That does not... Did he think that was going to clear him?
Right. Well, she started it.
Yeah. She called me a very nasty name.
Yeah.
How dare you? I was denied my free lemonade, and then the mom called me a very naughty word.
Poor him.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, was the lemonade really that good?
Look,
You're buying lemonade from an 8-year-old on a roadside stand. Is it really worth yelling at the kid for a free refill? Come on.
Yeah, come on.
It's roadside lemonade.
Well, are you ready for the kicker?
Sure.
I don't think it's surprising.
It's his own kid. No, I'm kidding.
He's got to learn.
Wouldn't that be a plot twist?
He's got to learn how to deal with drunks.
Shape up, Billy. You want to end up like your old man? Life isn't fair.
You got to know when to cut off a person.
Little Billy's like, I just want to sell lemonade. Please, Dad.
I'm not trying to be a bartender for life. Oh, yes, you are, Billy.
I only know one kind of story, and it's just dramas. It's like some heart-wrenching family turmoil.
No, it's not his kid.
Damn. That would have been good.
No,
that was Oscar-worthy right there.
No, but the kicker is that Cusimano has previous battery charges.
That makes sense.
Which makes this instant escalated now to a felony battery case
over lemonade.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Yep.
Which is crazy because he could have spent an extra $1, gotten it from, a Starbucks or something, and actually gotten free refills probably.
Yeah. Literally, over like a $1 glass of lemonade, he's going to get a felony battery charge now.
That's insane. I hope that lemonade tasted good.
Yeah,
I guarantee it did not because it was sold by an 8-year-old on a street corner.
He's been locked up in lieu of a $5,000 bond. So
only $500 less than the other one.
Well, they felt bad. The other guy got stabbed. They felt bad for that guy.
No, but they charged him more.
Well, but he had multiple counts.
Oh, yeah.
This guy only has the felony battery.
That's true.
But
I don't know.
Over frickin' lemonade.
That guy. That's crazy.
That guy needs to stay in jail.
Yeah.
So.
You know where you can't get lemonade? Jail.
I mean, you can get another yellow liquid.
Why? Ew. And plenty of free refills.
Nastiness last night, yes? Some very extreme nastiness, yes? Yes.
You look like the piss boy.
Oh, my God. If I was in the jail cell with him,
call him piss boy.
There you go.
You look like the piss boy.
If you hear that that's why he's in the jail cell, because he argued over lemonade, that's your new jail name. Yep.
Yeah.
You look like the piss boy.
You just see him like dipping a mug into the toilet and just...
You look like the piss boy.
Oh, boy.
There you go,
That
folks.
is foul.
That is what I have for you this week in the Non-Fortune Cookie Odd News. What an episode. What a way to end this week's episode on. What a way to go out before the holiday weekend.
All, man. We had it all.
We had it all. We had wonderful sports, entertainment, odd news topics. We had Frank Costanzo be on the podcast. We had wonderful games of Pyramid. Frank's over there. Yeah. You got to get on the mic if you're going to say something. He's trying to
He's
say
just shouting no sausages from across the room.
He's got to get on the mic. You want to come? We're ending the show. You want to come over? Yeah,
he's coming.
End the
He's
show.
coming.
Here we go. End the show. Yeah, Frank. Hold on, I got to go back to the long screen. There you go, Frank. Come on.
He's back.
Yeah, Frank. We're trying to wrap up the show.
You guys had a good show.
Yeah.
And it's the 4th of July, so lots of celebration to look forward to.
Yeah, that's right. There you go.
Yeah. Anything else, Frank? Anything else you want to say?
That's all. Time to close out the show.
All right.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
There you go. Frank has issued it. That is time to close out the show. Two Frank Costanzos.
That's a record.
Twice
in one evening. Whoa.
Yes. Count our lucky stars here on the
That's
Crispy
too much,
podcast.
Frank.
Oh my gosh.
It's getting crazy in here.
Well, thank Frank. Thank you guys for supporting our show. Make sure you visit our website, thecrispynoodle.com. Make sure you follow us on all the social media stuff. Most importantly, make sure you have a way to get the podcast sent to you every week. 2 main ways to do it. First one is on YouTube. Go to our YouTube page, hit that subscribe button. Second main way, on Spotify. You can listen to us either through the video or the audio podcast on Spotify. Enjoy us however you want to enjoy us with those options, YouTube and Spotify. And also on the go with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay.
That's right. So many ways to check out the Crispy Noodle podcast. If you need to get in touch with us individually to share your sports, entertainment, or odd news stories, you can find us on Blue Sky. I'm at Mikey Costanzo, MikeyCostanzo.
And I am at Rich Liebig, RICHLIEBIG. Find us on Blue Sky. Let us know what's happening. Let us know how you're handling, how you're celebrating the 4th of July. And we'll give you a sausage shout out if we use your post. So let us know how you're celebrating this 4th of July weekend. That'll do it. This has been the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news. That'll do it. Have a good 4th of July weekend. We'll see you next week.
See you guys.
Later. Bye-bye, all you fine peoples. Good night.
Some of us have great stories, pretty stories that take place at lakes with boats and friends and noodle salad. A lot of people, that's their story. Good times, noodle salad.